Don't please watch all the videos that I'm uploading. I'm going to upload a lot of content. I just don't want to look bad. I'm doing it well, I know, but they have a limit per day. Wait. నాకేంటిది అన్నట్టు కూర్చున్నా తెలుసా నువ్వు?
Starving for attention, killing to be cool, cause we're just dying for.
Hello people and welcome back to my channel Alive to Tell a Tale. My name is Sharmishta and today I am back with another video. So today is Valentine's Day and I thought I'd dress for the occasion. So happy Valentine's Day to all of you there. I wish and hope that everybody gets to spend their Valentine's Day with their loved ones. Speaking of wishes, 9th February was my birthday and it was completely unexpected to get so many wishes from all the subscribers. So I always kept thinking that people send in so many questions and if there's a little delay in the response then people get angry also. They're like, why are you not replying? And I'm like, okay. But it's nice to see a lot of them notice that it was my birthday and sent across so much love and so many wishes. So thank you so much for that. I'll always be grateful. A couple of things I wanted to address before starting today's video. First one being that the moment I put in some other video, nobody's watching. What is this? Only if I talk about Ireland you'll watch or else you won't. So guys, let me tell you, there is more to me. Ireland, me talking about Ireland started for a reason. When I started off putting videos, it was to do and talk and show a lot about my experiences in relation to food or travel or lifestyle. Ireland started because a lot of people started asking me, how did you get there? How did you start studying? How did you do all the procedures and stuff like that. That is the major reason why this series of study in Ireland started. But there will come a time when I'll stop talking about it. That's majorly because I've covered everything that possibly one needs to know about Ireland. And after that, what? Are you not going to watch whatever I put? So I'm going to leave a link in here. So this link is to the video that I first put on YouTube. That's my first video ever. I would really request all of you to go and watch that video. It's really going to help you understand what am I here for, and I think it will make you watch more of me beyond Ireland also. Another thing is quick reminders about what I wanted to help you guys in terms of the process of moving to Ireland. First one being, like I said, please save yourself from consultancies that are trying to machao or loot. Please go down, click on the Google form, fill in details. If you need any help, end-to-end help, then somebody from my team will get in touch with you and help you from beginning to look for a course, look for a university, apply visa applications and everything. So go and click on the Google form below and admissions are sorted. Next, accommodation. Step 2, accommodation. You need any help in terms of accommodation, I dropped a link for that as well. Please go down, click on that and somebody will get in touch with you. Okay, what's today's topic? So today's topic is one of the most requested topics. People have from day one been asking me to talk about multi-currency cards. And I used to always think it's not rocket science and I don't think there's a lot to talk about it. Isliye I never thought of dedicating one entire video for it. But now that I have some experience in this, now that I know about the cards and that I've been to Ireland and used it as much, I know about it. But when I was in India before moving to Ireland, I had no idea that something like this even existed. So I understand that where this request is coming from. So today I'm going to tell you all about multi-currency cards. From what is it, where is it, how to do it, why is it, and things like that. So let's get started. Okay. So first of all, what is a multi-currency /travel/forex card? Now all of you have your bank accounts and everybody is given a debit or a credit card, right? So when you're abroad and say your family has to send you money or you have to send money to your family, of course you cannot send it and deposit it directly to your debit card. You need another card called the Forex, Travel or the multi-currency card to transfer that money. Now it cannot be done directly. So if your family has to send you some money, they will deposit that money into your account, meaning into your debit card, and then the bank that you're holding this account with takes rights from you to be able to transfer that money from the debit card to the Forex account or the Forex card. Meaning this debit card is of no use to you, but this account is of some use to you. This Forex card that you are taking with you to Ireland, there you can keep using this Forex card to withdraw money and use it to transfer it into your Irish account. So this amount cannot be directly going to your Irish account, right? So you need something to... So once you get there, you're immediately not going to have an Irish bank account, right? It's going to take you a while to figure out how things work, to have a permanent address or your temporary address to be registering at a bank and then getting a card. So in between then, you need something to help you maintain that flow of money to pay your bills there, right? So it's not like the amount from the Indian bank account cannot be transferred to the Irish bank accounts directly. It can be, but it is going to be very expensive in terms of all the intermediary, all the banks in between who are going to cut very, very high fees for transferring that amount from Indian rupees to euros. This is where the Forex card comes into play, where it reduces the charges. It does charge. This Forex card will also be charged, but not as much as the direct transfers do. Now, I personally do not have, because a lot of people keep asking me which bank and which multi-currency card is the best. So I personally do not have a lot of experience with a lot of banks. The ones that I know closely is Axis Bank and HDFC, and touchwood, both of them have not caused any problem. So to start from, I did not have a bank account with Axis Bank before, but I opened a bank account with Axis Bank. I got the debit card, then the travel card. There is a minimum amount of balance that you need to maintain, like all banks ask for. And then whenever the family deposits money into this Axis Bank debit card, the manager will take my permission and my signatures. Every time he has to transfer it, he's going to send me a form and I'll have to sign it. It's a procedure, I know, but this is how it works. And all this only till you manage to get an Irish bank account. So he's going to take permissions and then transfer that amount from that to the Forex card account, which I will have. Now, how do I transfer this into my Irish bank account card? It cannot be done directly, it cannot be done online. The only way to do it is take your travel card, insert it in any of the ATMs in Ireland, withdraw all the cash and then manually deposit it into your Irish bank accounts. This is the only way to do it. Now, this is my experience with Axis Bank, but there might be a few banks that might allow you to do this transaction without filling the form and without signatures each time. Certain banks do it in one go, like just before you go, when they're handing over your travel card to you, that's when they take a one-time permission to do this all the time. So make sure, maybe Axis Bank's rules have changed now, or how, because it's been more than 2 years. So make sure you go to, whenever you're going to a bank, ask them that will you need a permission every time. Try and get to know how things will be easy to you and then pick it accordingly. So you might be wondering that is this the only way to do it? So like I said before, this is one of the ways. There are other ways also, like direct bank transfers from Indian accounts to European accounts through Western Union and other third-party services. But like I said, it's going to take a long time for that money to transfer from one account to another, and they're also going to charge very high fees. That's why travel card comes in very handy. Another way to go about this is digital banks. I'm not sure if you guys heard about this before, even it's come to me recently. So digital banks, meaning they don't exist in person, like you won't find branches outside, but they are there, they are operating digitally. You can go and register with them with your ID proof, and then they will have you, they'll give you an account, an online account, and if you want you can ask for a card also. Two majorly famous ones, famous digital banks are TransferWise and Revolut. So there are more also, N26 and brands like that, but I don't know a lot about them. I know about these two and have used them, that's why I'm mentioning them to you. TransferWise is a UK based organization and is set up as per their regulations, but in the recent times they have allowed money transfers from and to India also. I say to and from because initially we could only send it from Ireland to India, but now we are allowed to send it from India to Ireland also. And Revolut, I'm sure a lot of people know about this already, but it's not functioning from India to Ireland, but Ireland to India it does work. With both TransferWise and Revolut, go ahead, create an account for yourself, and you can order for a physical card, a debit card, and they will send it to your address, and you can use it everywhere you want. India it doesn't work. Revolut's card doesn't tap in India, but when I went for a holiday to Dubai or in Ireland, everybody uses Revolut to tap or to pay bills. Now that TransferWise has started to support transfers from India to Ireland, they charge a flat fee of 490 rupees plus 1.78% of the total amount that's being transferred. This is a little expensive, but it's super convenient to do it on the app, and it's very fast also. On the other hand, the transfers from Ireland to India, Revolut does it without a fee, as in their monthly limit is 1000 euros, meaning if you're going to send 1000 euros a month to India, then they're not going to charge you any fee. It's absolutely free. So when you're transferring from there to India, and if it's within 1000 euros, then I would definitely recommend you to use Revolut. And if you're looking for somebody to transfer money from India to Ireland, then I would suggest you to use TransferWise. It's going to be a little expensive, but I think utna to we're all prepared for. Another important point is don't forget to check the validity of your Forex card. So the banks usually allow these Forex cards to be valid for a few months, keeping in mind the holidays. But because you're a student and you're going there on a student visa, you can ask the banks to extend it, and usually they do it for as long as the course lasts, meaning a year. But I'll also tell you that after moving to Ireland, I personally used my Forex card for not more than 6 months, I think. After that, you already have your Irish bank account in hand, and you start getting your part-time, and all this stops. Getting money from home stops, and sending money increases, and all of that happens. So I think that way you're sorted, but do check this. So you never know when you might be needing emergency funds. So always have a backup option. Don't rely on one option completely. You never know when you might need something to pay any sudden bills or any emergency. So always keep a backup option. You have your Forex cards in hand, so always have your digital accounts in place also, just in case this fails, then this is there, this fails, then this is there. That is all for today, guys. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, Alive to Tell a Tale. Please watch all the videos that I'm uploading. I'm going to upload a lot of content ahead, and I don't want to see Ireland videos are getting such high views and this one nobody is looking at it also. Please show some love. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.
One step away from giving up, but don't give up. No, don't.